Welcome back to B&B for Phone. Today is an absolutely beautiful day to dive into the jaw-dropping madness unfolding in our favorite fictional version of Los Angeles. Grab your coffee and get comfortable, because the drama we are about to unpack today is completely off the charts. And we have a massive amount of ground to cover regarding the Logan family. Let's be honest. We all knew a massive storm was brewing at Forrester Creations, but I don't think any of us were truly prepared for this level of emotional devastation. According to the latest bombshell updates, Brooke Logan has officially reached her absolute breaking point, packed her bags, and left town. Can you believe it? After everything that has happened recently, Brooke has checked herself into a wellness center to recover from what she perceives as the ultimate betrayal. And you won't believe what happens next, because the reason for her sudden departure is a massive plot twist that shakes the very foundation of the show. Hope Logan has actually executed a ruthless corporate power move. She has decided to walk away from her family's legacy at Forrester Creations, completely abandoning her mother's desperate schemes to move her business over to Katie Logan Spencer and Bill Spencer. That's crazy. Brooke is utterly destroyed, crushed by her own daughter's rebellion. But is this exit permanent? To really understand the gravity of this situation and how we arrived at this explosive climax, we have to look back at the agonizingly slow-paced plot that led us here. Just days ago in the timeline, we were watching Liam Spencer practically beg Hope to jump ship and join the new Logan fashion house. Liam was making some incredibly valid points about how Steffy Forrester Finnegan was constantly mistreating Hope and severely undervaluing the Hope for the Future brand. But at that specific time, Hope was stubbornly digging her heels in. She flat out refused Liam's demands, believing she had to keep fighting for her line at Forrester because of the years of blood, sweat, and tears she poured into it. Instead of leaving, Hope orchestrated a wildly controversial plan, urging Brooke to pursue the co-CEO position to dethrone Steffy. Brooke even made that incredibly seductive offer to Ridge, putting him in a terrible position. So, what on earth changed? How did we get from Hope fighting for Forrester to Hope instantly defecting to Katie and Bill? The suspense is literally killing me. Let's dive deep into Brooke's psychological state right now, because my heart actually breaks for her. I know Brooke has her flaws, and my own love-hate relationship with her is well documented on this channel, but you have to admit, she has always been fiercely protective of Hope. Brooke's entire identity is wrapped up in being the fierce matriarch who shields her children from the big, bad Forrester wolves, especially Steffy. When Brooke put herself on the line, using her romance with Ridge to try and manipulate him into giving her that co-CEO spot, she did it entirely for Hope's benefit. She compromised her own relationship stability to save her daughter's career. So, to have Hope suddenly turn around, reject that massive sacrifice, and run straight into the arms of Katie and Bill, that is a knife straight to Brooke's heart. It is the ultimate rejection. Brooke feels completely betrayed, not just as a business partner, but as a mother. Her daughter basically looked at her and said her help wasn't good enough. Amazing. No wonder Brooke suffered a total emotional collapse. And let's talk about this wellness center for a moment. Brooke packing her bags and fleeing to a retreat to get some much-needed space is a classic soap opera trope, but it raises some massive red flags for us fans. Is Katherine Kelly Lang taking a temporary leave of absence? Are we looking at a situation where the writers need to sideline Brooke to let the younger successor characters take the reins of the drama for a while? Or, heaven forbid, could we be facing a scenario where they bring in a replacement actor for a few weeks? I highly doubt they would recast such an iconic role permanently, but this wellness center excuse is the perfect narrative device to put Brooke on ice while the Logan family war detonates. The corporate tension, the absolute humiliation of her daughter's defection, and the suffocating, unresolved attention from Ridge simply became too much. Brooke is a legendary survivor, but even survivors have their breaking points. Now, we absolutely have to analyze Hope's mindset in all of this. What drove her to this shocking rebellion? For months, we have watched Hope endure relentless disrespect from Steffy. Her designs weren't prioritized, her budgets were slashed, and her legacy was constantly under threat. Hope was trying to play the game by urging Brooke to take over, but let's be real, relying on Brooke to seduce Ridge for corporate power is a messy, toxic strategy. I think Hope finally woke up and realized that as long as she stays at Forrester Creations, she will always be a pawn in the endless Brooke versus Steffy war. By making this power move and leaving for Katie's company, Hope is finally reclaiming her agency. She is stepping out of her mother's shadow and refusing to be the victim anymore. It is a bold, controversial move, and frankly, I kind of love it. Hope is finally showing some teeth, but the collateral damage she is leaving in her wake is just astronomical. But here's the surprise. The real villain in Brooke's eyes isn't even Steffy anymore, it is her own sister, Katie. Katie Logan Spencer has been plotting this for a while, and we knew she was trying to lure Hope away to her new fashion house. Katie is so tired of being the marginalized Logan sister, forever living in Brooke's shadow. By poaching Hope and acquiring her immense talent, Katie is establishing herself as a genuine corporate titan. And we cannot forget Donna's prophetic warning. Just the other day, Donna practically begged Katie to back off. Donna saw this coming from a mile away and explicitly warned Katie that this bold business move would ignite a catastrophic family feud that they might never recover from. Katie arrogantly claimed that business is business, completely disregarding the emotional nuclear bomb she was dropping on her sister. Well, Donna was 100% right. The Logan sisters are now completely fractured. Let's not forget the deeply rooted historical trauma between these two sisters either. Katie and Brooke have gone to war over Bill Spencer multiple times in the past. Brooke literally betrayed Katie in the most intimate way possible by carrying on an affair with Bill years ago. Katie has forgiven Brooke on the surface, but a betrayal like that leaves permanent, ugly scars. Is Katie's aggressive business move to steal Hope just about fashion, or is this deep-seated, subconscious revenge? I lean towards revenge. Katie is hitting Brooke where it hurts the most, her maternal bond with Hope. By aligning with Bill to fund Hope's new venture, Katie is essentially recreating their toxic historical triangle, but this time with corporate power instead of romance. It is an absolute masterclass in psychological warfare. We also need to talk about Ridge Forrester's role in this absolute disaster. Ridge has been playing a very dangerous game of waffling, as he always does. When Brooke came to him with that seductive offer to replace Steffy as co-CEO, Ridge was clearly uncomfortable, but he didn't shut it down immediately. He agreed to consider the swap. That hesitation, that weakness, is exactly what fuels the toxic environment at Forrester Creations. If Ridge had just been a strong leader and set firm boundaries, maybe this whole situation wouldn't have spiraled out of control. Now, he has lost Brooke to a wellness center because the corporate tension and his suffocating energy just pushed her over the edge. How is Ridge going to react to Brooke leaving? Will he blame Steffy? Will he blame Hope? Or will he finally take a good, hard look in the mirror? And how is this massive shift going to affect the younger generation? We already know from recent events that R.J. Forrester and Will Spencer got into a massive physical scuffle at Forrester Creations over the Ivy and Electra drama. Now, add this corporate civil war to the mix. R.J. is fiercely loyal to his mother Brooke and his grandfather's legacy. Will is going to defend his mother Katie and his father Bill. The animosity between RJ and Will is going to explode into an all-out blood feud. RJ will see Hope's defection as a betrayal of their mother, while Will champion Hope for joining the winning team. The successor characters are perfectly positioned to carry on the generational hatred, and it is going to be spectacular television. So, what are the fan theories saying about the future of the show? First of all, the timing of Brooke's exit is incredibly suspicious. With May sweeps approaching, the canvas is primed for maximum chaos. Some fans are theorizing that Brooke's time at the wellness center will lead her to cross paths with a new love interest, completely shaking up her dynamic with Ridge. Others believe that this is setting the stage for a massive Forrester versus Logan legal battle over the rights to Hope's brand. If Hope tries to take her designs with her to Katie's company, you better believe Steffy and Ridge will slap them with a massive lawsuit. The intellectual property drama alone could sustain the show for months. Think about the ripple effects across the rest of the canvas, too. With Brooke out of town and the Forrester and Logan families completely distracted by this corporate civil war, this leaves the door wide open for other villains to strike. We know Sheila Carter is actively plotting her manipulative moves against Taylor and Deacon. With Brooke gone, Taylor loses one of her primary rivals, but she also loses a distraction. Sheila thrives in chaos. While Steffy is busy raging over Hope and Katie's business alliance, she won't be paying attention to the very real danger Sheila poses to her mother. The interconnected web of this show is brilliant when it fires on all cylinders. Brooke's absence creates a massive power vacuum, and nature abhors a vacuum. This brings us back to the ultimate question we pose to all of you. Is Brooke Logan's departure permanent? Let's be real, Brooke is the bold and the beautiful. It is almost impossible to imagine the show without her long-term presence. However, this break feels incredibly significant. The psychological damage of feeling completely betrayed by your own daughter isn't something that can be fixed with a simple apology over coffee at Il Giardino. When Brooke finally does return, and I firmly believe she will, she is going to be a changed woman. She might return with a hardened heart, ready to sever ties with Katie completely and perhaps even take a huge step back from managing Hope's life. This could be the emotional evolution Brooke desperately needs. The drama is absolutely peaking right now, and I am here for every single second of it. The slow-paced plot has finally delivered a massive, earth-shattering payoff. Hope's rebellion, Katie's ruthless ambition, and Brooke's devastating breakdown are exactly why we tune in every single day. Will Hope's new venture with Bill and Katie succeed? Or will she come crawling back to Forrester Creations when she realizes the grass isn't always greener? And how long will Brooke stay away in her wellness retreat before the magnetic pull of Los Angeles brings her back into the fray? We want to hear all of your thoughts, your wildest fan theories, and your predictions in the comments below.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.